Good morning. It's Friday, January 12, 2024. This is your Georgia WeatherNet morning update. Checking out the radar at 6:57 this morning. We see those showers in Alabama starting to move toward the northeast, heading into northwest Georgia. Dade County has some pretty good showers going on. So mainly right there at I-59 is the cutoff for our rain, but that is going to continue to move toward the east. And we're looking for some severe weather as we move through the day today. A little bit of good news to talk about, but we're not going to let our guard down because we are going to see some strong to severe thunderstorms, and wind will be another big factor. Let's check out our temperatures. How about that cold air on the east side of the state? So we have a little bit of a wedge effect, some colder air moving in from the east side of the mountains. So below freezing in Augusta at 30 degrees. 32 all the way down in the Statesboro, and then in the west half of the state, those temperatures are in the mid-40s. So big dividing line there between west and east Georgia, and these cold temperatures weren't really forecasted to go this cold that far in the southeast corner of the state. So that's going to help us a little bit with our severe weather threat for today. Not a lot. We're still going to see that warm Gulf moist air move up from the Gulf of Mexico as we continue through the mid-morning and early afternoon hours. So that's going to replace that cooler, dry air. So we do have a level 2 out of 5 severe weather risk for most of the state of Georgia. That goes all the way from the northwest corner through metro Atlanta down to Macon, all the way to the coastline, southwest Georgia in there as well. So that's your darker shade of yellow. That's the level 2. Level 1 is the lighter shade of yellow covering the North Georgia mountains. So this has been rolled back a little bit by the Storm Prediction Center. Yesterday at this time, we were talking about a level 3 cutting through the middle part of the state. So they pushed that back a little bit and then also made an adjustment to North Georgia by putting that level 1 instead of a level 2 up in the North Georgia mountains. So that's also a good sign as well. But in that just about that same area there in North Georgia with the level 1, we have a high wind warning. So we are going to be looking at strong winds through the day today, and up in the higher elevations, we could see 50 to 50 mile an hour plus wind gust once again, just like we had on Tuesday. Now, unlike Tuesday, again, very different system here. We're going to see that Gulf moisture continue to push up, so showers start to move into Valdosta, then heading up toward Waycross, and then eventually up toward the Georgia coastline in Statesboro and Springfield, and then more widespread showers in northwest Georgia. Take a look at extreme northeast Georgia up around Clayton and up into Cleveland and Cornelia area. Those thin black lines are packed very, very close together, so that is an indicator of some very, very strong winds. So that'll start picking up as we move through the morning hours, and the wind picking up through the rest of the state as well. And these showers, again, a few of these could go strong to severe as we head toward noon. They're going to be fairly isolated and widespread. That's going to help them not compete with other storms nearby. So if you get one of those really isolated, you have enough instability and a little bit of shear, we could get some of these to spin up into some tornadoes. So just be on the lookout as we move through the mid-morning hours for isolated thunderstorms. And then as we head into the afternoon hours, we have 2 lines developing by 2 p.m., Number 1, stretching from Gainesville through Atlanta to LaGrange. Number 2 is out to the west, out in Alabama still. So line number 1, we're going to watch that closely, and line number 2 stays pretty organized. So this one will get some strong straight line winds as it pushes through. And so there's number 2 on the backside heading through Atlanta by 4 p.m. And then we'll just continue to move forward here. Milledgeville will see line 1 as well as Macon stretching down to Albany. And then the second line comes back in that same area at around 6 or 7 o'clock, but then starts to fade. But that first line looks like it continues to hang on as we head to the evening hours. So from Statesboro all the way down to around Eccles County, by 8 p.m., we'll see those thunderstorms move through and then eventually move toward the coastline as we head toward around 10, 11 o'clock tonight. We should be all clear of the severe weather after midnight tonight. Still very breezy through the overnight hours, and starting tomorrow morning, may even see that wind intensify, especially around the CSRA as we get started tomorrow morning, and then start to loosen up tomorrow afternoon. Basically a calm wind by tomorrow evening, and then Sunday looks pretty good as well. Not worried about any significant wind, and we should stay mainly rain-free. Check out that snow up in West Tennessee. Sunday evening, a lot of that's going to drop into Georgia on Monday, so we'll be looking out for a few snow showers. We'll refine that forecast as we get a little bit closer, but that could give us a little bit of a mix all the way down to around I-20. as we move through the day on MLK Day on Monday. So, again, we'll talk about that a little bit more in detail as we get closer. But first of all, just be weather aware today with these strong to severe thunderstorms that will be moving through the state of Georgia. And pretty much all of us will see some sort of rain activity at one point or another today. That's the latest from the Georgia Weather Net. Now your local forecast from Northwest Georgia to Southeast Georgia.